Hello FPL managers and welcome back for another video. My name's Jack and today we're discussing our transfer plans coming into Blank Gaming 28. We are also thinking about using our free hit chip, so stay posted for that as we are going to be uploading a potential free hit team tomorrow. If you guys are enjoying the FPL videos, then drop a like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel, and make sure those notification bells are turned on as we're going to upload lots more FPL content in the build up to Blank Gaming 28, plus the biggest double of the season in Double Gaming 29. That's going to be absolutely massive, so do have those notification bells turned on. And with that being said, let's jump into the video. So first of all, let's discuss how the teams got on so far in Game Week 27, discuss a couple of weak points in the side, and then have a look at a couple of transfers that we are looking to make to the team ahead of Blank Game Week 28. Also, with that being said, if we do use a free hit in Game Week 28, obviously these transfers will just be as part of the free hit chip, but also we'll look to make a couple of these changes that are proposed making will also be good moves that we're looking to make after our free hit in Game Week 28 and before before Double Game Week 29 as well, so they are still relevant for how the team's going to shape up. First of all though, looking at Game Week 27, not been our best week so far, despite a couple of players doing well in the most recent fixtures that Arsenal played in, especially. Obviously Ramsdale got himself the clean sheet, Odegaard scored, Watkins and Haaland, as you can see here up top, have both provided goals. Watkins also picked up 2 bonus points, which definitely helped us out quite a lot, but unfortunately for us, we didn't have Harry Kane in the team, didn't have Matoma in the team, and we also did take a -8 hit to get a Stupinan, Henry and March all into the side. 3 plays with the double game week. We took a -8 hit to get those lads in, and none of them could provide returns in their first fixture of the double game week. Unfortunately, that is just not, the luck hasn't quite gone our way so far in Game Week 27. But with that being said, lots can change in a double game week, as we do have Premier League fixtures tomorrow with Brighton and Brentford both being in action. Brighton obviously have Crystal Palace at home, a really good chance for Brighton players to get returns in this one, and I really like this Brentford fixture away to Southampton. They're a side that have struggled this season quite a lot, so I am hopeful for not only a Brentford clean sheet but potential Tony goals as well. He is our captain after all, so we do need some points from him, so definitely hoping for some Tony returns in this fixture. Otherwise, looking around the team, Salah getting 0 points was hugely detrimental to the rank. He, having converted that penalty, would have had 8 or 9 points. We would have been looking a lot better this game week than we are currently, as Salah only has a 20% ownership inside the top 1 million managers in FPL right now, compared to Kane with a 75% ownership. So having Salah and not having Kane this week was definitely a very painful one to watch, especially since Salah missed the penalty. Of course, if he scored this penalty, would have totally changed our game week, would have been doing a lot better, but unfortunately he missed the penalty, took the -2 points down to 0 compared to Kane's 13-point haul. And then Solly March also had a disallowed goal after it being given to him by FPL, then taken away, just added to the pain and frustration of being a March owner this game week. So definitely a frustrating one for us so far. We've scored 44 points, taking a -8. Our rank has dropped 300k spots down to 1.1 mil, just like that. But hopefully with 4 players still to come this week, they can all provide returns and see us get back to a green arrow this game week. So with all that taken into consideration, let's have a look at a couple of options that we are having a look at replacing, or thinking about replacing coming in to Blank Gaming 28. The first one here is Erling Haaland. He does of course blank in 28. I think Kane is my favourite replacement, especially after coming off 13 points against Nottingham Forest last week. He's got a really good fixture of Southampton away. Definitely a fixture worthwhile targeting on a transfer this week. Otherwise, we could just look to free hit Harry Kane in the team and then transfer him in potentially for Double Game Week 29, but that's also something I'll discuss in tomorrow's video. If we do just opt to use transfers this week, then I think Kane for Haaland could be a move worthwhile making. It gives us an extra player playing in Blank Game Week 28. Kane's got a really good fixture in Game Week 28 of Southampton. Obviously Haaland is blanking. Kane's been in really good form, and I think he can match Erling Haaland for points over the coming game weeks, especially since he's been in such good touch for Tottenham. Despite Tottenham only having single game week fixtures, they are very good fixtures nonetheless. And with Kane's great numbers so far this season, 20 goals, 6 assists, and especially in recent weeks as well, has been able to match Haaland for output in the Premier League in terms of FPL points. So I think he's going to be my main replacement that I'm looking for Erling Haaland here. Otherwise, a couple of other good options that I wanted to discuss. Isak and Solanke, not necessarily good direct replacements for Haaland, but our other two forwards right now are Tony and Watkins. So for if whatever reason maybe one of them gets injured or Tony picks up a couple of yellow cards, he has that 2-game suspension. We're looking to get another forward option in. I think Isak and Solanke, two sound picks here with very low ownerships of just 1.6 and 1.8% currently, respectively. Isak especially is probably my favourite pick. He's got Nottingham Forest away this week. A great chance for him to build off a really good performance in his first start back for Newcastle against Wolves. He looked absolutely superb in this game. Obviously frustrated from a Wolves perspective that we lost this one, but Isak was really good in this game. He's making a lot of runs in behind and he's provided something a bit different for Newcastle in attack, who were a side that was struggling to score goals over recent game weeks. And I think Isak now should be getting more starting minutes, especially after how good he was against Wolves. He has only started just the 6 games this season and has provided 4 goals with over more than 4 expected goal involvements in just 6 starts. So per 90s, his numbers are pretty promising. So I think Isak definitely one worthwhile considering if I ever need another good mid-price forward replacement. And of course Solanke as well. He's provided a couple of assists in his last 4 game weeks and is now the top assister amongst forwards so far this season with 7. I think he's also one worthwhile considering. His Bournemouth fixtures actually are pretty good over coming game weeks and are just 5.5, extremely affordable, so he's also one to keep an eye on. And as the second player that we are looking to replace, it is Andreas Pereira. He's definitely a player that we're looking to get out of the side ahead of Double Game Week 29 to really set up the team for a big bench boost, as we are looking to use our bench boost chip in Double Game Week 29. Getting rid of Andreas, who would be just sitting on the bench anyway for this fixture, for another big target such as Maddison, I think could definitely be worthwhile. Even Matoma as well. He's been in really good form for Brighton and has a double in Game Week 29. Fernandes also has been listed here. I think Fernandes also a pick worthwhile considering. We can't directly afford Andreas up to Fernandes, but if we do downgrade another player, such as potentially Badia Shield, as you can see, he was also in our side. He's seen a little bit more rotation for Chelsea over recent game weeks. So if we drop him down to a different option, maybe we can afford Fernandes in the team. Obviously, Fernandes and Matoma, 2 players that we are looking to bring in this week, but ahead of Double Game Week 29, after Game Week 28 has been finished, maybe those 2 players could be good options as well, especially Matoma considering his form and a really good double in 29 for Brighton. I think he's definitely an option worthwhile considering, but my main replacement right now for Andreas is Maddison. We can make the move this week as Maddison's got Brentford away, a good chance to make another change which gives us an extra player playing for Blank Gaming 28. So if we do make the moves of Haaland to Kane on Andreas to Maddison, we've taken a -4 hit, but it does give us 2 extra players starting, and we will then have 10 players starting for Blank Gaming 28. Obviously, it's not ideal. I wouldn't necessarily want to take another -8 just to get 11 players starting, considering that some of the players that we do have on the bench right now are Salah and obviously the Brighton lads in Estupinan and March, who are 2 good options that I want to have for Double Game Week 29. So I don't want to get those players out on a hit just to want them back in for Double Game Week 29. So I think taking a -4 to have 10 players starting is an option that we could consider. Otherwise, we could just use a free hit. Don't have to take any hits, have the full 11 players starting, and then look to get Maddison in for Andreas ahead of Double Game Week 29. So I think either way, whether it's this week or next week, this transfer is happening of Andreas to Maddison. Maddison hasn't put up a massive amount of FPL points recently, but his underlying numbers in terms of expected goal involvements have been very good, especially in his most recent 2 games. Quite unfortunate not to have any goals or assists, as he has provided good chances and had good chances himself. Looking at his stats across the year, 9 goals, 5 assists. He is one of the highest scoring midfielders across the year, as he tends to be. His XG is currently sitting at just over 6, so decent numbers for Maddison, but when he's in form he can produce absolutely massive FPL hauls. We showed this earlier on in the season with a really good fixture against Nottingham Forest, produced a mega haul, and I'm hoping for the same thing in Double Game Week 29, as Leicester's fixtures from now until pretty much the rest of the season are looking really good. They have a tough one against Manchester City in Game Week 31, but the good thing with those Leicester assets is that they avoid a blank in Game Week 28, they double in 29, and also avoid the blank in Game Week 32. So by getting Maddison in, we do allow ourselves extra flexibility for the blank Game Week 32, which if we do use a free hit will be harder to navigate, especially with Andreas in the team, who is a player that's likely, or has a possibility at least, of blanking in Game Week 32. So by getting Maddison in, this does allow us to plan a lot better for the future. And I think Maddison a really good option that I want to have for double game week 29. Great fixtures in this double game week and good fixtures from game weeks 30 pretty much up until 35 or 36 outside of that Man City fixture in game week 31. So I think jumping on those Leicester assets and Maddison obviously being the best Leicester asset could be worthwhile. Thanks for watching today's transfer plans for blank game week 28 of FPL. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you are liking the FPL content, please leave a like, rating and subscribe. It really does help out the channel and pushes the video out to more people. And to stay up to date with all of the future FPL videos in the build up to blank game week 28, where we will be posting a free hit team tomorrow. We'll be posting the free hit team, and then of course ahead of the biggest double of the season in double game week 29. There's going to be lots of FPL videos coming your guys' way, so make sure the notification bell's turned on. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.